$105 per hour, $900,000 earned, $85 an hour, $50 an hour, $80 an hour, $60 an hour, and it just keeps going. What's going on, everybody? Austin here. In today's video, I want to show you how you can make money online without having to have any prior skills. So if you're new to the channel, we talk all things entrepreneurship and making money online. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button and that like button to help get this video out to more people that are interested in content like this, right? So take a look at my computer screen right here. You can see this guy named Steve has made over $105 an hour, or he charges over $105 an hour and has earned over $900,000, right? Right there, $900,000 earned. And we have Brett here. He charges $85 an hour and has done over $30,000. And then Tucker's $97 an hour, over $300,000 earned. And what's awesome about these people, they're people just like you and me, right? And you're probably like, well, this looks amazing, but what if I don't have skills or I don't even know what they're doing? Well, let's take a look right here. It says Tucker does Google Ads. Steve is a Google Ads specialist. Brett does Google Ads. Well, I want to show you how you guys can too do Google Ads. I know a lot of people watching this video probably have never done Google Ads before, but that is totally fine. Everybody starts somewhere and you can start for absolutely free, right? A lot of people just don't know that. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can learn the skills necessary to perform Google Ads for other businesses and get those businesses to pay you upwards of $105 an hour, hopefully. Yeah, maybe if we look at Dylan, he started at $50 per hour, but you will have to start somewhere. It's not $105 an hour. It could be lower, closer to $50 per hour, $60 per hour, or something like that. But the lowest price on this page is $50 per hour, right? So I highly recommend you just take a few minutes, watch this video from beginning to end so you can learn how you too can start doing Google Ads and get paid to do so, right? Even with no prior skills or experience. So let's jump over to our good friend Google. And since we're doing Google Ads, what better place to use than Google, right? And type in the word skill shop, okay? So the very first link that pops up is skillshop.withgoogle.com. So this is a platform built by Google. So the very first link, I want you to click that, and that's going to be called the Google Skill Shop. Right here, you see you master the Google tools you use at work with free online training. Again, I told you this is gonna be free. You do not have to pay to learn how to do Google Ads. You don't have to go to YouTube and watch 1 billion other people's information on what they think is the best way to run Google Ads when Google tells you what the best way to run Google Ads are, right? So you can do this. If you just scroll down, it shows you learn how to use Google products to their full potential. If you do not know, Google has a suite full of different tools, Google Docs, Google Slides, all kinds of different things inside of Google, allowing you to better enhance your skills and be able to provide more services to your potential clients, right? These skills can range anywhere from Google to YouTube, right? Because Google owns YouTube. If you did not know that, you could eventually start running YouTube ads for people, right? Reading analytics for people and stuff like that. Again, stick with me. I'm gonna show you how you can do that right here. You can see find free online product trainings and certifications right for you. So Google will give you certifications if you apply for the certification trainings, right? So they will certify you as a quote unquote Google Ads specialist, right? And you can see here, you can learn Google Ads, you can learn the Google marketing platform, you can learn all about the analytics in the Analytics Academy, the Google My Business. You could actually go out and sell services to business owners locally to you that are not ranked on the Google My Business maps and stuff like that. And you can learn that right here, and you can get paid very, very well doing so. The Google Ad Manager, where they learn how to operate and manage the Google Ad Manager and run ads for clients, right? Again, that's part of Google Ads as well. The Google Ad Mob, ways and authorized buyers. There's also a lot more, right? So take a look right here on the top. If you hover over the Explore menu tab, you'll see a bunch of submenus. Google Ads, Google Marketing, everything we just talked about. And if you hover over the Google Ads, you'll see Google Ads Search, Google Ads Display. If we just hit Google Ads, it'll bring us right over to the Google Ads course curriculum stuff. Like you got the Google Ads certifications, apply for Google Ads knowledge. You could practice setting up and managing campaigns right here, right? So you could go get your certification and then you can practice, okay? Then they have the Google Ads Display, which we talked about, right? Talked about Google Ads, or the Google Ads videos, Google Shopping ads, right? There's so many different things that you could come in here and learn. So what I want you to do is go to the Google Ads certifications, click that, and then you'll want to go through the content, all of the curriculum right here, right? It shows you, it's beginner friendly, and it shows you how many hours it is. The Google Ads display is 2.6, followed by 3.7 hours, 4.7, 4 hours, and so on and so forth, right? So you could go learn. It's going to take you some time, but it will be well worth it, right? Whether you want to run ads for another business, whether you want to start your own business, whatever you have it, you'll have the skills necessary to do so, okay? If you click the little home button up here on the top left, it'll bring you to the Skillshop homepage, and then right here at the bottom it says explore courses to get started. If you click that, it'll bring you over to all of the different topics. And again, you don't have to click the homepage though. You could click right here where it says browse, and it will also bring this menu up. So you have Google Ads, Google for Education, the Google Marketing Platform, Analytics. And again, remember we talked about YouTube. Here is where you can come find courses for YouTube, because Google does own YouTube. This will teach you how to do YouTube and YouTube asset monetization, YouTube music certification, music right management. So they have another 18 hours worth of content just on YouTube alone, right? So back over here, Google Ads, you'll want to get your certifications. Okay, so now that you know that Google Skillshop exists, you can learn all of these different certifications that you see on the page right now, the YouTube, the marketing, the Google My Business, what have you. Now you need to get jobs. Once you've learned something, you need to go apply what you learned. The more you learn, the more you earn, but the only way you could earn is if you apply, right? So you have to go put your services out there, right? You now know more than somebody else, and they'll be willing to pay you, right? So what you need to do is jump over to this website that I first showed you. This website is called Upwork. So just go to upwork.com, and on the top right-hand side, it says sign up. You need to sign up and create an account. If you don't know what Upwork is a site where people like you and me can go list our services, right? As freelancers. So if we have a skill that we want to share and provide a service for, we could just go list that service on a website known as Upwork, okay? So you can see here, once you list your service and people want to like browse for talent, they would just come in here, they would type talent, and they would type Google Ads if they're looking for a Google Ads specialist or somebody to run their Google Ads, right? And then you'll see this is the page we were originally talking about, where Michael makes $90 an hour, Chris makes $80 an hour, Tucker makes $97, and then Steve makes $105, right? So what you would want to do is come look at some of these accounts and then essentially kind of model them, look at what they offer, go educate yourself on the same skills that they have, and then put your services out and kind of list your stuff like this. Obviously, Steve has a lot of stuff. He's been doing this for quite some time. He has a little bit of copy, tells you what he does. He does Google search ad campaigns. We just talked about the search ad campaigns. We talked about the shopping campaigns. We talked about the display ad. He pretty much went to Google Skillshop and educated himself on all of the different things that Google provides in their ad campaigns, right? It looks like he also did Bing. So there's different things you could offer. Don't do Bing if you don't have those skills yet. Only list in your description what you are comfortable listing and what you went and learned over there on Skillshop, right? Then you would want to, so what you want to do is go compile a list of these people, kind of look at what they're doing, model their description, look at where they've educated themselves, and you educate yourselves on those same topics, right? Then you would want to list your services for something that makes sense and worthwhile to you, right? Don't be the cheapest, but don't obviously come in here at $200 an hour when you're a beginner, unless if you've got experience, then okay, right? And then what you would want to do, list your job, and then when other people are browsing for it, other businesses or solopreneurs, entrepreneurs are out there looking for the skills that you have, they could come apply for your jobs, right? But another thing you could do in the search bar at the top is if you click it and you see where it says jobs, you could apply to jobs posted by other clients. So some business owners just go list that they need a freelancer to do a specific job. So someone may need Google Ads, right? So you could come type in Google Ads or AdWords or something along those those lines. And you can see 758 jobs were found for the keywords of Google Ads. This person is looking for a Google Ads, social media ads, and retargeting marketing expert. They pay anywhere between $20 to $90 per hour. So if that sounds good to you, then you would want to reach out to them. You would click it. You would have to obviously be logged into your account, and then you would apply for that job. Okay. So once you get, and then the person that posted the job, they'll probably like interview, ask a few questions, and then either they accept you to do the job or they don't. If they don't, oh well, it's not a big deal. But if they do, you now have a job, and then you could start working on it and you could enhance your skills. The more work you do, obviously the more money you'll make, because you'll learn as you go. The more experience you get, the more you could increase your prices and stuff like that. And then again, don't just stick to the Google Ads. There's also the Google My Business, right? We talked about that. Let's see if anybody's doing it here. Business Plan Writer. Maybe not on this site. I'm sure there is, but you don't only have to stick to Upwork either. So you have Upwork, which I highly recommend. That's where you really focus. But you could go to fiverr.com, right? So if you haven't heard of Fiverr, it's another freelance website where you can list the same services. So let's say Google My Business, I know is a big one over here. You could type Google My Business, and then you can see, I will manage and optimize your Google My Business account starting at $10 or whatever. I will register and rank your Google My Business listing locally. So again, I talked about Google My Business over there on the Google Skills Shop. You could learn Google My Business, and you could list your services right here on like Fiverr as well, right? You could also list your Google Ads services on Fiverr as well. So you could be in more than one place, and you could have different offers out there. You can see right here on Fiverr, you could have a basic, a standard, and a premium. This person charges $25 just for the basic plan for Google My Business. They have 114 5-star reviews, and they have 2 orders in queue. So that currently verifies that this is actively selling. This person's actively getting jobs. At the time of this recording, he's got people waiting to fulfill their order, right? And that's just doing the Google My Business listing, which we learned right here inside of the Google Skills Shop. As you can see, Google My Business, and you would just click it, and then you would go through the curriculum. It's literally only 42 minutes. You can see that's probably the easiest place to start, right? So again, if you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already. Also smash that like button. It helps me keep creating content for you for free, right? Because it helps push this out, helps the algorithm, and it helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. So again, subscribe, smash that like button. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And as always, we will see you in the next video.